Alright guys, we're here today at 11900 North 90th Place here in Scottsdale, Arizona. You can see the home right here in front of us. As you can see, you get an RV gate over here on this side. And then you can see the beautiful home as well. Something that a feeling I got when I drove into this neighborhood is it's almost like those historic neighborhoods. Like that's kind of the feel it has, because you can see all these beautiful trees, all the plants, all the green, and you can just see how nice and quiet it is, how well kept all these homes are. But it's actually still a modern neighborhood, so it doesn't have all like the old features of like a historic district, but it has all the benefits of it. It's like the quiet, all the green. So this is a beautiful neighborhood outside. You can see you get a huge grass area out here in the front, as well as some of these crazy looking cactus. And then we'll walk around over to the front door and we'll take a step inside. And one thing I wanted to point out about this door is you can see there's these little latches right there. You can actually pop these open, and there's a screen door built into the actual door. So if it's nice outside like it is today, you could just leave that cracked open. When say it's warming up in the summertime, you can just go ahead and close that back, pop the latches closed, and you have one solid door. So that's a really cool feature. And something else that comes out right away when you walk in is all of these modern light fixtures. So you can see this little crazy looking chandelier type of thing right here. You get the modern stainless steel ceiling fans over there, all the hanging lights as well. And you can also see all of these windows. So this one faces out towards the front of the home, as you can see all the grass we just walked past. And you can also see how much light it lets in. And that, in combination with the light flooring and the white paint, I make this home feel ginormous inside. So this is the front door we just came in. If you take a quick right, you step into what could either be like an office or a bedroom. So you get everything you need for a bedroom. So you got the window, you got the ceiling fan up top, you got the storage closets back there, and it's plenty big in here as well if you wanted to make this a bedroom. I think a lot of people might use it as an office just because it's off the main area and you have these really cool double doors that open up to it. But it kind of just depends on you, depends on the size of the family. But it is up to you what you would like to do with that space. And then right here, we just have a nice little storage nook, as you can see here. And then you can also kind of tell how open concept this home is. So we step right into the kitchen and the dining room and the living area, all kind of in one area. So you could put like your dining over there, put the living area kind of right here with the TV. You got your fireplace over there, and you can see how beautiful and modern this kitchen is. So that's what I was saying earlier about how it's kind of like a historic district feel, but then you step inside and it's, brand new 2024 type of feel. You can see, all the stainless steel, this beautiful countertop. I'm not sure if the camera picks it up too well, but there's actually little sparkly pieces in the countertop. I'm trying to get an angle where it'll pick it up. You might just have to trust me on that one. But you can see again these cool hanging chandelier type light fixtures, all the beautiful cabinets. I love this backsplash back here as well. The cool custom sink. And one thing I wanted to point out is these drawers are, I don't know what the correct term is, but I would say like slam proof. So if you wanted to close them real fast, it's not going to slam. The door will actually catch itself and close itself slowly. And you can see this nice modern cooktop up here as well. Again, got the fridge behind us. And then let's go ahead and take a step outside, which this is probably my favorite part of the home, is the entire outside. So you can see right away you have this really cool pool. It's actually really deep as well, so you could easily, jump in, do some dives in there. It's a huge size pool, as you can see how clean it is. It's sparkling out here in the summertime in Arizona. And then you come around this way and you have a beautiful patio cover. And this door actually goes into the home as well. So that's directly into the kitchen right there. And then we'll step this way. And this backyard kind of just goes on forever. So we'll come over here to this beautiful grass area, and then you have a nice double doors right there, which is actually going to go into the primary bedroom. But we'll kind of wrap around to that towards the end of the video. You can see all the plants you get out here, and then a nice little fenced in area over there with the RV gate. So, if you want to put a car in there, anything like that, you don't have to worry about like little kids or pets running out, because you also have an interior fence right there, which is a nice security touch, so you don't have to worry about anything like that. And then also, you can see how private this backyard is. So you can see, all the trees that are up, all the bushes, and how quiet it is. So you're not going to have anybody that's actually able to look in your backyard, anything like that. So that's another nice security feature. So let's go ahead and take a step back inside the home. And then those extra set of doors that we saw outside are actually going to be these doors right here in front of us, that you can see right there. So let's take a step this way. You have a really cool little wine cooler type fridge right here, as well as just a nice little nook. Again, you carry this beautiful backsplash through it. And then we'll step down the hallway into a guest bathroom, which you can see is, again, carrying all the beautiful cabinetry and the countertops throughout. And you can see it is a dual vanity as well. And then over here we have this really cool shower. I love how it's like dark, so it's a nice accent to all the light countertops and paint and all those things. And then actually behind us as well, there's another door right there, which I'll show you guys here in just a second. So that is going to be this door, which will also open up to the restroom. So it's just like another entry, a little bit more of like a private entrance. If you wanted to close this door and leave it locked, it could be a little bit more private home feel for these bedrooms right here behind us. So we'll take a step into both of these. As you can see, they're kind of carbon copies of each other. Well, we'll step into the first one. And you can see how big it is in here, and also how much light comes in as well. So you get the huge closet behind us, of course, the ceiling fan, as well as this beautiful view out the back. And you can just see how big this window is. There's no lights on in this room, and it is super bright in here. Again, I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up, but you gotta trust me on it. It's very nice, light and bright in here. And then exact copy of that room. So again, the big window, the double door closet behind us, the ceiling fan, all this beautiful carpet, all the beautiful paint in here. And then we're going to let's go this way. So you have a nice little laundry nook over here. And then we'll step out into your garage, which is really nice size 2-car garage. Get another door to the outside out there as well. And there's actually a TV over here on the wall. I'm not sure if that's connected or not, but I'm pretty sure that does stay with the home. So it's a nice, cool little touch. Not too many people have a TV in their garage. And then you have another nice, darker accent area, little storage shelf up there as well. So we'll come back inside, and then we're gonna finish directly in front of us, which is gonna be the primary bedroom and bathroom. So again, you can see how big this room is. And then another one of my favorite touches is this wall back here. So this is actually going to be some type of like stone. I'm not for sure what type it is, but it's floor to ceiling. So it goes all the way up there. And also, you can just see how high these ceilings are as well. That is probably 12 feet, maybe right there, roughly at the highest point. So that's another nice touch. And just let's take a look at this wall. Again, the camera doesn't pick it up super well just because it's so light in here. But this is a really cool looking wall. And then behind us, we're going to step into your bathroom, which again, we have the nice dual vanities. Again, the beautiful countertop, cabinetry wrapped all throughout this home. And then over here, you can see probably the coolest shower head I've ever seen. So I believe the bottom one disconnects and then the top one will stay up there. But it's this crazy looking like dual head shower thing, which is pretty sweet. And then you can see you also have this really big window, which when we were outside, you didn't even notice this window was here because you can't actually see in. You can only see out. So you don't have to worry about anybody looking in while you're in the shower. But it just adds so much more light, and it's just a really cool feature. And then behind us, we have the closet, which as you can see, how good of a size this is in here. And then we're gonna finish off with this crazy looking chandelier up here. So it's sparkling like crazy. Again, the camera's not doing a great job of picking it up, but you can just see how cool that is. Just another nice touch this home has, just to keep it nice and modern, light and bright. So that's gonna be about it for the tour of this home. If you guys have any questions, you can take a look at our website at rpmphoenixvalley.com. On there, you can, see this showing, schedule your own showing to come and see it in person. All of those things you can apply directly through our website as well. Again, that's rpmphoenixvalley.com. Thank you guys for touring with me.